having predestined us to adoption as sons by Jesus Christ to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. Ephesians 1:5. Do you know what's more powerful than being forgiven? Being adopted. You weren't just pardoned by a king, you were welcomed by a father. You don't just serve in his kingdom, you belong in his family. Ephesians 1:5 says, He predestined us to adoption as sons by Jesus Christ to himself. Before the world began, God already decided that he wanted you as his child, not out of obligation, but because it gave him pleasure. Let that sink in. It pleased God to call you his son. It delighted him to make you his daughter. You're not tolerated in his presence, you're treasured. When Paul wrote this, adoption in Roman times was permanent. An adopted child couldn't be disowned. Their old debts were canceled and they received full rights to the father's inheritance. That's what God did for you through Jesus. Romans 8:15 says, You did not receive the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you received the spirit of adoption, by whom we cry out, Abba, Father. You now have direct access to God's heart. You can come boldly before him, not as a beggar, but as a beloved child. And Galatians 4:7 says, Therefore, you are no longer a slave, but a son, and if a son, then an heir of God through Christ. That means everything that belongs to Jesus now belongs to you. Think of a courtroom scene. The judge doesn't just declare you innocent. He steps off the bench, walks to you, takes your hand, and says, Come home, my child. That's what your Father did. He didn't just free you from sin, he brought you into his arms. Say this with me. I am adopted into God's family through Jesus Christ. I am loved, chosen, and accepted, not by chance, but by divine purpose. Father, thank you for adopting us as your children through Jesus Christ.